Welcome. Happy, I think it's Wednesday. I'm really not sure.
Yes, it is.
It's been one odd day for me. Had a couple of panic issues. There's a lot going on, but it's going to be a good day.
Happy June 1st, everyone.
June 1st. I messaged Dana this morning and said, Anna, it's June 1st, which is our birth month. And since we're twins and have to share our birthday, we celebrate the whole month. And I said, today has turned out to be not so great. So maybe we should go get ice cream to redeem the day. But it's going to be great. This project is going to redeem the day. Welcome. If you are new here, we're so glad you found us. If you know us from a previous life and are finding us, we're still so glad you found us. We love when old friends find us again.
Yes.
And if you're brand new, my name is Becca Oakes. I'm an owner and craft educator here. And Rachel is also an owner and craft educator here. And she is helping me produce and moderate comments. And she's going to stop me in the middle if we have any amazing questions.
Absolutely.
To help you all with. But today we are going to be cutting out some leather and putting HTV on leather. The file that we're using today is a super cute file. We'll look at it in just a second. It's an oak and lamb file, and it is a card keeper, which I thought was a really cute idea. I found you're shorter than the camera. You can just go, but you're being really adorable. Thank you. She's going like this.
Squatting, yeah.
Behind it. Anyway, a card keeper, which will make sense in the end of this. I like to keep cards. I'm a word person. If you write me a card and it has like actual words in it instead of just signing it, I will likely keep it forever. I have every single card Rachel's ever written me because she's also a word person and understands that.
It's true.
And I love the idea of having a card keeper because all mine are kind of just thrown in a drawer, which is fine. But this card keeper has 2 holes punched in it. It's basically going to be 2 layers. Leather, cards, leather. And you take the hole punch and punch it in your cards too, and then you can bind them all together. And we're putting HTV on the front of this. It's going to be very cute. This file you can customize too. You don't have to put any of the graphic that I have paired with it, or you can put part of it and change the wording on in the center. Right now I think it says cherished memories, but if you wanted to do one specifically for weddings, you could do that. That would be a really great gift to give to a newlywed or newlyweds in a wedding shower or something like that. Wedding cards, wedding memories, wedding sentiments, something like that. Or if you had a graduation that you were getting cards for, or a special milestone birthday, baby shower, whatever, then you can make one specifically for that event instead of just all of them. So lots of ideas there. Now, we are making ours out of leather today. If you have a laser cutter, Glowforge, X-Tool, whatever, you could also cut this out of wood, MDF, or acrylic and tie it in the same way. You can use vinyl on that. You can use HTV on that. You could paint it. You could etch it, engrave it, whatever you want to do. So there's lots of different ways that you can use this particular file. Are there any questions, comments, anything that I need to look at?
Your birthday's June 28th.
It is.
Someone was asking.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
June 28th. Yes, we have lots of June birthdays here in the flock. It must be a really
June's
creative,
a good month.
crafty
It's a good month.
Yes. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi Miss Linda, Miss Stacy, Mary. I saw Russ a little bit earlier. Linda, 2 Lindas here. Penny. Hi Penny. How are you? Stacy. What is up? And then I don't see Kat here. You guys need to keep Kat's mom in your prayers.
Absolutely.
She was dizzy, I'm sharing, I assume she doesn't care because she posted it in the flock. I probably shouldn't. I don't think she would care.
Just pray for her mom.
Pray for her mom.
Yeah. And Miss Ashanti is here again. She's been here on several lives.
Welcome.
We hope that you are enjoying your day for sure.
Yes.
Any chance this can be done with faux leather, Stephanie?
Absolutely. I actually thought about doing it with faux leather, but then I was like, I really want to cut leather on the maker today because I don't know that we did that in one of the first lives, but we haven't done it since. So I wanted to cut leather, and I also
Will it melt with HTV?
No.
And then we have a friend. I stumbled upon your channel Monday and couldn't be happier. I've become a member. I'm so thrilled. This is my first live.
Welcome to your first live.
Hello.
Yes, we have onboarded quite a few new members over the weekend, and I'm so excited. Every time I opened my email and saw that there was a new member, I was like, this is amazing. We're growing our flock,
yes.
Which just means for us as flock members, we get to benefit from all the creativity of everyone else.
Yes.
So many ideas, so much input, so much troubleshooting help, so many just creative, different mindsets.
Guys, we learn from you just as much as you learn from us.
Yes.
We always have. You guys are absolutely incredible. The community that's being built at Oak and Lamb, honestly, is like the best community in the world. It is absolutely phenomenal. You guys are our extended family.
Yes. And if you wanted to join, like the other friends here have joined, now is a great time to do it. You can do it for $10 off our monthly tier, which gives you all the same access as we have basically one membership, but 2 payment options. Does that make sense? Everybody gets the same thing. But if you use the code FUN, F-U-N, at checkout on the monthly subscription, then your first month is $9.99. So it's $10 off.
That's amazing.
And then it's $20 after that. So check us out. Let us know what you think. See if it's a good fit for you. If it's not a great fit, we hate to see you go, but you can easily cancel.
Yeah.
No penalties, no anything like that. So anyway.
But you won't want to go.
No.
You won't want to.
You'll want to be here. Yes. I want to share with them a fun new thing really quick before I get started.
Well, and Crystal Ann said, woohoo for being over 7,000 subscribers now.
Yes.
Thank you for noticing, Crystal.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you riding a lamb?
I'm riding a lamb. I made a member-only video yesterday.
Whoa.
Look at this.
I have to see this. Becca, no.
I'm riding a
You're
little
riding
lamb.
and look how happy the lamb is.
I feel, well, the lamb would not be happy if I were riding it. But this one is okay. This one is okay. I filmed a member-only video on Bitmojis yesterday. So I showed them how to actually create the avatar and save them. But Rachel, I didn't realize, do you see how good high quality this image is?
Yeah.
Like if you save this from your phone, it's super pixelated. Look how clear this is. This is saving it from your desktop computer.
That looks great.
I was super impressed. I'll talk about that too. Anyway, so this is coming up this week for members, so check that out. But I wanted to show you really quickly a fun new graphic that I created because you all inspired me, and I think we're gonna do some shirts with this.
Oh my goodness.
But it says "Dare to be
Here's
different."
the lamb.
And this was inspired by a fun little lammy that Beth sent me. And then the Dare to be Different, I just really loved. I personally am not a mainstream go with the flow type person. And I think if you're a creative person, then figuring out something different, doing something different is super top notch. Like I love that. And so I love the encouragement just to think outside the box, color outside the lines, do whatever you want to do. And I thought that was really cute.
They are dying over it.
Are they?
Yeah, they love it.
Good. Okay. All right. Let's craft. Sorry, it was a very long interlude, epilogue. I don't know.
You're using way too many big words for me.
Intro.
There you go. That's a word I can get behind.
So the file that we're using, I guess, let me go back over here and grab it. I already have it uploaded into Design Space. Where are you? Here you are. And it uploads at, if I'm remembering correctly, 6x9. 6.25 wide by 9.25 high. Now you can change this if you have, cards that are larger, you can make it a little bit bigger. If you're only going to have tiny cards, which it's hard to know what size cards you're getting. Right? But I've done a little bit of research and this seems to be like the most common sizes. So, and honestly, like if they were bigger than this, it wouldn't really be a big deal for it to stick out a little bit.
Really, no. Especially if you keep this for like years or you have years worth of
Yes.
cards. I kind of like the not perfect.
Same.
Bigger, smaller, kind of crammed full look to it.
It's
so.
like a journey, a story
Yeah,
with all the
yeah.
bumps and bruises. Yeah.
Yes.
So the file looks like this. Like I said earlier, if you have a laser cutter, this will import right into your software and you can cut it, you can size it, you can do all the things. However, we're using it here in Design Space. So there are several layers here. The bottom layer and the top layer, and they are the exact same dimensions. The holes are in the same spot. They're interchangeable. That's not really important. And then we have this layer right here that is just a fun little floral layer. And then we have this layer right here. And this is what I was talking about if you wanted to change out and put baby shower, 30th birthday, whatever right here. You could easily do that and still have this cute design. Or you can completely remove this design, put your own on here and do your own thing. So I really love this file. I'm going to keep it as is. And what I want to do is, let's move this guy over. Fun fact, did you all know that if you push your arrow buttons like this, then it does it in small increments. If you hold in shift and push your arrow buttons, it does it in larger.
What?
Did you know that? I learned that in Illustrator.
I sure did not know that.
Now what I did that because I want to be able to select all of this, and I could have easily done it over here, but then I wouldn't have been able to tell you that fun fact. Now I want to select both of these layers, and I can either attach these layers or I can weld them together. It doesn't matter either way on this, but I want to do one of those two actions. I personally prefer to weld. Rachel prefers to attach. We just...
To each
their
their
own.
own.
Yeah.
Both of them work perfectly.
I don't honestly know why I prefer weld over attach.
I don't know why I prefer attach over weld, so we'll just keep trying.
Yeah. So funny. And then now what I want to do, let me think about this.
Well, Becca, when you click weld, you have less crap in your layers panel, and it looks nice and neat.
But you can't undo, like if you go and do other actions, you can't undo that weld, but like
we
you could with
know
attach.
We know how
we're
easy
finished.
it is to pop back in that
That's
cut
true.
file and just redo it.
That's true. So I'm going to actually be cutting with two machines today. Let's get started with these layers first because they're going to be out of leather and they will take a little bit longer. Let me see. Let's go ahead and click Make It. And I'm going to select the 12 by 24 mat.
Oh, you getting fancy.
I'm getting
Show them how to
fancy.
click that matte preference.
The mat right here?
Yeah.
You just click this right here. Wait, no, that's the material size. Hold on. 8. Well, there we go. Why does it? I think there should be matte size. This isn't technically the material size. That's interesting.
Still
It still
transfers
worked.
into
It brought
the
my
same
20.
matte,
Yeah, it did. Anyway, just right there. This I'm actually going to ignore. Let's just hide it because I'm going to cut that out with my Explorer Series machine. So now let's go to continue. And then I am connecting to the maker via Bluetooth, hopefully. And then I'll select my material setting. Now the leather material setting is, I believe it's called tooling leather. Yes. If you are not familiar with leather, there are different thicknesses, different ounces. So the higher the ounce, the thicker it is. There are little, if you don't know how thick yours is, there are little, and the actual correct term has completely left me, but a little tool that you can measure the thickness of things with, and that's really great for this leather. Or if you're purchasing it, like I like to purchase from Etsy shops. There are a couple of really great leather companies that Ann and I have purchased from a lot. I mean, thousands of dollars of leather. We love them so much. And they have on their listing how thick the leather is. I think honestly on this one, I'm going to use a medium. So we'll do the 4 to 5 ounces. And I'm going to say this. I would overestimate rather than under.
Oh yeah,
because
for sure.
you can see when your leather has finished cutting through, and if it's finished before the passes say it's finished, just stop it and unload it. So just watch out for it. We're going to press done. The deep point blade?
I would
point.
ignore that completely.
Yeah, I need the knife blade. So I don't love that it defaults for the deep point blade for
What's
you
the other setting that it's doing that with? Felt.
Yeah.
It wants to use the regular fine point blade for felt on the Cricut Maker, and that's just not, it just doesn't work.
So I guess you probably could eventually do the deep point blade, but it would just take forever. We're going to change our tool by pressing edit tool, and then we'll select the knife blade. Now, because we are using the knife blade, you can only use the Maker to do this. So if you don't have a knife blade, if you have the Explorer series, then you would have to do the deep.
Well, I would argue that we can test it too. Are you using the Explorer 3 at all?
I'm going to cut HTV with it.
I would suspect that it won't give you the option to use the deep point blade on tooling leather with the Explorer 3.
Oh, I'll look at that in a second. I'll look at that in a second. Let me grab this.
Stacy said, what about the rotary blade?
I haven't ever tried it. You saw it wasn't an option on there, and thinner leathers I think would be fine. But this thicker, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
This leather may not ever leave this. This thing is, it's never been used. It is,
fresh.
I mean, I could pick up Charlie with this. Okay. So let me measure this and make sure it's actually as big as I hope it is. Well, that's an ugly piece. Hold on.
Can you use the Explorer Air 2 for this, Penny? So that's what I'm wondering. We have the Explorer 3, which does have a little bit better cutting pressure than the Explorer Air 2. So I'm gonna say no right now.
Yeah?
I don't think that the Explorer Air 2 could cut such thick leather. I don't think it can. Now, thinner leather, yes. So maybe just find you some thinner leather. Excuse me. Or like Becca said, pick another material.
So
totally be fine.
I wasn't really paying attention here. I may have to do the front one leather and the back another leather, like a different color.
Yeah.
Because I thought this piece was bigger than what it is. But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Pivot.
This green one is pretty. What color would you put on this? I was gonna do black HTV, but I think I'll do this as the top. So maybe white on it.
Black or white would look fine.
You think black will pop on it? Yeah, I think white will too. Okay. Sorry, I should have figured out all this. But if you knew my morning, then you would just be like, there was no way in the world you were gonna figure that out. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this down a little bit. And then place it on my mat.
And Stacy, so that's what we're gonna check. Here's the problem. Here's what I'm getting at. Because she also says, what about the deep point blade and the Air 2? Here's what I'm getting at. The Explorer 3 and the Maker 3 have very different cutting pressures. Just because the Maker 3 has the option to use the deep point blade to cut tooling leather does not mean that the other machines will have the same option, simply because the cutting pressure is way more with the Explorer or with the Maker 3 than that of the older machines. I am going to suspect that that's not even a possibility of a material on the Explorer Air 2. But again, we will see.
Yeah, we'll check for you.
Yeah, we'll check. Now, the Explorer 3 might have more cutting power than the Explorer Air 2. So it might be a possibility on the Explorer 3 and not on the Air 2s. I don't know. You'll have to check, but we'll check on the Explorer 3.
So my heart is telling me to bury this down because I would never want it to move. My head is saying this is a brand new mat that you could pick Charlie up with, so maybe you don't need to do that. However,
She's got it in her hand, guys.
I really don't want this leather to move. So I'm going to bray it down. And you can bray material down or fabric down as well. Because fabric has a tendency to move, especially if you're doing a couple of passes. It depends on what setting and what fabric you're using. You definitely don't want it to move. Okay, so I have that arranged. Now, let me go ahead and load this here. And then we'll let it start cutting, and then we'll cut out the HTV and weed it and answer all the questions, do all the things. Let us know. Oh, I forgot. You have to, when you're cutting, I'm gonna ruin it. When you're cutting leather, you need to move the star wheels all the way to the left because you don't want the little wheels to put indentations into your leather. I don't think this one it would, but this thicker one it might. Now we'll go ahead and click that. And then for those of you who do not know, you can cut with more than one machine at a time, which when I found that out, blew my mind.
Mind blown.
Yeah, for those of you who craft for a living instead of just a hobby and like need to produce things very quickly, it would probably be a good idea for you to find somebody who's selling their Cricut and buy another one. It says 1 of 6 passes. I'm doubtful, but we'll see.
And Becca, for those just joining the live, what are we making today?
We're making a memory keeper book or a card keeper book, which is, it's going to be leather on the top and the bottom. And then we're going to put a cute sentiment on it with HTV, cut some ribbon to tie it together. And I didn't bring any cards, but I have some cards over here that I can grab. And then you cut holes in the cards to correspond where the holes on the leather are so that you can weave a string or piece of leather or ribbon or something through to tie it together.
And Miss Stacy Wade just checked her Explorer Air 2. Tooling leather is not a material option. Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There's so many other materials you can use for this, really.
Faux leather.
Yeah. Or you know what? Just use a thick cardstock. Good grief. You know, all it is something to tie
You could
your
use
cards
craftboard or
together.
chipboard.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have a knife blade for chipboard, don't you?
Chipboard.
Sorry. For thick chipboard. Right?
Yeah.
You can do thin with, can you do thin with the deep?
Well, I've no idea.
I've never used
I've
the
never
thin
used
because
it
I only
either.
like the thick.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Anyway, back over here, I'm going to show you how to open up another window so that you can cut with another machine. So I'm going to click File.
Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, you're here.
Okay. File and new window straight from here. And then when I do that, it opens this up. Now, I didn't save my project because I didn't have to do any sizing or anything. But if I had sized it and I would have wanted to come to my projects and just open up that saved project, but we'll just press new project. And then
And Becca, would you say like Facebook Marketplace or Facebook groups for Cricut crafters would be the best way to find someone that was selling a Cricut?
yeah, I would think so.
Okay, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Oh, duty.
Probably a Facebook group would be the best. Like you know, crafters that are in the Facebook groups.
I am like 0 for 2 today.
Let me flip over. What's going on?
What did I do? Placed them in the wrong spot. Like it cut off a little bit here.
Oh,
Just like
is that the back?
well, it could be. It could be.
I would make that sucker the back. That's what I was the top.
I
of it.
moved this down. It would have been long enough. I moved this down and then didn't pay attention to where I was placing it in retrospect.
Okay.
So I think we're just going to go with it.
I would go with it.
We're going to go with it. I would not make one like this and give it away, FYI. Okay, so back over here, I'll just delete these because I don't need them. And then weld this together again. And then we can go ahead and click right here. We're going to be selecting our Explore 3. Now we can click Make It. And we'll be cutting on a mat, the 12 by 12. And then we need to remember to mirror our image because we're using heat transfer vinyl. That has to be mirrored. Now we can press continue. And it is connecting via Bluetooth to the Explorer machine. So if you did not know, you can connect via Bluetooth with more than one, or you could use your USB cord, whichever one you want to do. I said that, and now it's just going to spin and spin and spin. Let's see here. Get it together, bud. Maybe I'll just connect here. It does work, FYI, it does work. My computer, oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you, Rachel. So this weekend, where I ordered a new computer for those of you who didn't know.
Yes.
And this weekend got a fraudulent charge thing from our bank. And I was like, okay, yeah, no big deal. That's great. It's a large purchase. So I just have to approve it.
Okay.
So I approved it. So then they tried it again, still didn't work. And so I'm on the phone with Apple, and then I had to call the bank, and the bank was closed because it was Memorial Day. Like, there was no after-hour hours or anything.
Oh, no.
And the limit needed to be increased on the spending. So, because it's a $5,000 purchase. Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, it was great. It's great. Yes.
Good. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Everyday iron on is my material setting. And then I'm just going to place my iron on here, shiny side down on my mat. Quick note, I don't have Caesar Easy Weed in my house. I have
Paper Studio?
Paper Studio.
Yeah.
I prefer Caesar Easy Weed. I just wanted to use what I had before I purchased more.
Of course.
When I place it on my mat, I have to tape it down because it's so
thick.
And it's like not slimy, but kind of slimy. Yeah. Oh wow, that's already finished cutting. Let's check it really quickly because we may need to do some more passes. The 6 passes kind of weirded me out. But
what is it normally?
I think more like 14.
Really?
So what you want to do to check it is do not unload your mat, but just go ahead and pull up the material. Yeah, this still needs more cutting. So
okay.
we'll
you just press the same Cricut start button again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will not be flashing, but push it anyway. My intuition was correct.
Yes, it was. Everyone's talking about which machines they have. I just have to say, Becca could disagree with me. And I'm just going to let you guys know, I am like a crappy minimalist. So like I don't like things in my house that I don't use. However, if you have a Cricut or 2 Cricuts, some people are saying I have 2, I want to part with 1. I would recommend keeping them. I think if you have several Cricuts, keep them.
If I don't know. I think for just a hobbyist though, who maybe had the Explorer Series machine and then they upgraded to the Maker and they never used that one. Like if space is an issue, I could maybe see it. If space is an issue. Could sell it and get some more craft supplies or something.
I feel like we have always been grateful that we've had a backup. Now, but again, Becca has a point. We do this for a living, so we have to have it. If one poops out or something, we've got to have a backup.
Yes.
I like the thought of plus these things, they gain some value. When we were at Maker's Gonna Learn, Tanner instructed me to purchase one of every Cricut from the very first Cricut they ever made to the current Cricut. And let me tell you what, those were super expensive machines because they were old and they gained some value. Now I'm not saying you got to keep this thing for like 20 years. But if you've got the space, I would keep it. If you're debating on selling one and you like got the room and you don't really need the money, I'd keep it. But again, if you don't have the room and you need the money, sell it. You sell it. The resale value is pretty good on these.
Has Becca heard about when her new laptop is coming? I have a delivery date between June 7th and June 22nd, and I'm going to be gone a lot of June. So Rachel's going to have to go to my house and get it.
Fine by me.
I'm hoping it comes before then, but I don't know. We'll see.
Here's Kat. She hopes she's at the ER. She's hoping her mom just has vertigo. We will be praying for you, Kat.
Still, vertigo is so dealing with that. My mom deals with vertigo issues occasionally, but she's figured out this like concoction of like Bonine and Dramamine and this certain Sudafed, like this whole thing that works for her. But me and one of my brothers also have dizziness issues. I'm hoping just nip it in the bud. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm having to do several more cuts with this. So we're just going to keep going until it's cut through and we'll just chat because this is still going. Side note, there's a food truck out here called the Potato Ninja Food Truck, and Rachel's really excited to try it. It's like French fries or potato based, and then some of them have like pulled pork. One of them had like buffalo chicken with ranch and stuff. So I know you guys love to talk about food. That's what we're doing for lunch. Or I am. I
Oh, I'm
assume you are
getting
as
it.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids were like, no, I don't want that. I want Chick-fil-A. I'm like,
But when
fine.
you texted me and said that you were at, like, the Chick-fil-A line was long, I'm like, what is she doing at Chick-fil-A? We were just talking about the potato
Well,
truck.
one of them wanted Pals. The other one wanted Chick-fil-A. And I was like, I can't stop at both.
Right.
I can't do it.
Right. But I have to say, you picked the two fastest fast food lines in the whole
did.
town.
And I got the
Hal's
mobile
is
order.
very fast, and Chick-fil-A is very fast.
Yes. How big is Morristown? Not. We can drive from the east end of Morristown to the west end of Morristown in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We have our population's like 65,000. We do have 2 high schools, several elementary schools, but it's not really big. It's small town living.
I thought our population was much lower than that.
I think it's 65,000. Look it up. You are, aren't you?
I am. It says 30,691.
That's not what it said during COVID.
Okay. I'm sorry if this is controversial. Do you honestly believe
That's
that
true.
COVID
You're not
numbers
wrong.
are correct
You're not
anywhere
wrong.
in the world?
You're not wrong, Rachel.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
It says 30,000. This was in 2020.
So we're somewhere between 30 and 65,000.
Oh my gosh.
Probably closer to 30. Probably.
I would assume so. When you said 60,000, I was like, whoa, hang on there.
Yeah.
We'd be crammed here like sardines if there were 60,000 people in this 15-minute town.
You're not wrong. Well,
a
and
lot.
it's not like there are parts of our town that have like townhouses and things like that really close, but most of our neighborhoods have like large lots and things like that.
True.
Like my mom and dad have like 4 acres or something in their subdivision.
Yeah.
They're in a neighborhood. Okay. Goodness gracious. And here's the thing, I could have hand cut this and then punched the holes, but that's not the point. That's not the point.
Stacey Wade has 650,000 people in her town.
Where do you live, Stacey? You live out west.
And then there's some that are like 600 here. That is small town.
We do have a lot of food trucks here. We do. Well, a lot of them come
I'm
from...
not complaining.
No, me either. Well, she said she's jealous of our food. Penny says she's jealous of our food
Penny,
trucks. So
yes.
we have a lot of neighboring towns that are 15 minutes from here, 15 to 30 minutes. And so a lot of them will come here like one day a week or one day a month or something like that. So we get quite a good variety.
And
but
you've gotta say,
they're always
Becca,
in our parking lot.
I would say like in the past year, it's really ramped up.
Oh,
Food trucks
yeah.
have really
Yeah.
ramped up.
Well, because Morristown has done this revitalization type thing for the downtown area, and one thing that they were doing is like a food truck Monday type thing, and they never started that. I think they were going to do it right before COVID, so I don't know if that has sort of drawn people's attention to Morristown. I'm not really sure. This is taking forever to cut. I hope you guys are enjoying this.
Stacey lives in Portland.
Portland, yeah, okay. I want to move to a small town. I'm tired of Seattle.
Paula, does
feel-
it really rain as much as you hear?
I love rain.
Oh, I hate rain. I hate it. I don't want to be wet. That's why I hate summer too, is because I sweat so bad. I'm like just showering to get sweaty. I hate it. Does anyone else hate showers at the beach? I hate showers on vacation because you can never get cool. You just take a shower and you're hot and sweaty, and you put your clothes on, you're hot and sweaty. Oh man. I'm a real cup half empty person. I don't know why.
Could have used the Glowforge for this whole project, Debbie. I totally could have, and I wanted to really bad.
You know
like
what, guys?
really, really, really bad.
It would have been a 5-minute live if we were able to use the Glowforge, because that thing is so quick, which again is incredible, especially if you're selling stuff. It pops it out super quick.
In fact, I could right now turn on this Glowforge and cut it out before all of this is finished, even right now.
Tammy said we probably have more cows than people. Oh, Tammy.
There's a lot of chicken ladies here. We have a ton of chickens.
Hey, we have a cup file for you.
Yeah, we do. Crazy chicken lady. I love the country slang, Rachel.
Thanks. It's getting worse as I get older.
I would love a smallish town, but it has to have great internet and IKEA within 2 hours. We do have great
We
internet.
do, but IKEA is about 4 hours
It's about
away.
4 hours.
We have 2, and they're both about equal distance away.
We also have no Costco or Sam's.
Sam's is in Knoxville.
Except for an hour, well, 45 minutes. The one at Easttown is 45 minutes.
Yeah. We do also, we're 45 minutes from Dollywood, 45 minutes from, the Pigeon Forge.
The Pigeon Forge.
The Pigeon Forge.
Is it dying? That's very sad. You can grab my iPad. Okay, turn the sound down, please. Yes. We're apparently supposed to be getting a Costco a long time, or also when we get, is Publix a southern thing? Do you all have Publix in other areas of the country? I love Publix. We're getting one of those. And a freestanding
Wait, we're getting
Starbucks.
We're getting a Publix?
That's what I'm told.
But we talked about this.
Yeah, Publix, Starbucks,
Have you ever
Cheddar's.
had Publix chicken?
No, but I've had their
It's
cupcakes,
exceptional.
and they're good.
I would pay $20 for Publix. I did
Like
pay
fried
$20.
chicken tenders or
Yeah,
rotisserie
yeah,
or
yeah.
what?
Yeah. Now you can get bone-in. I'm not a huge fan of bone-in chicken.
No,
I
I don't.
prefer chicken.
Same. It's too much
tenders.
work.
It was absolutely delicious.
So how much chicken did you get for $20?
2 pounds.
Oh, so you could. Well, how much is 2
It was
pounds?
10 tenders, but the tenders are like a whole breast. It's huge.
Yeah.
It was by the weight, Publix chicken. Look, you guys know. this
Gosh,
is a
we're
thing.
never cutting through this. I may take the rotary cutter to it.
Do it, Becca.
Well, if it's not finished cutting by the time I weed this, which is going to take a long time, then I'll cut. When I saw that 6 passes, I was like,
You knew. What's the matter with it? Oh, it's gonna cut. Never mind.
yeah. Starbucks is all I need, girl. Tammy, I love Starbucks too, but we have this coffee place called 60 Beans, and they're getting ready to open up a drive-thru, and I'm super excited because their lattes are 1,000 times better than Starbucks.
Here's my thing. I really like coffee. I've been a coffee drinker in the mornings for quite some time. I personally have not been able to justify every day spending like $6 or $7 on a latte.
Oh, I don't do it every day
My
anymore.
$3 Dunkin' coffee. Is she the best in the West? No. But does she get the job done? Yes. She does.
My new favorite thing is an oat milk latte. Have you tried one yet, Rachel?
From Dunkin'.
No, I haven't. I can't speak about Dunkin's. I'm not sure. But they are
Again, it's probably not the best.
super, super yummy. They make me very happy. I'm going to have to weed this very slow. Hey, turn the sound down, kiddo. Thank you. Wow.
What is it?
It's just a lot. It's okay. We have friends here.
We do.
You all
One-
tell me a joke or something.
One step at a time, Becca.
Rachel.
Yes.
It did not cut through.
What? On which?
You know why?
Why?
It's not all the way down.
What wasn't? Oh no, the blade in the housing.
Okay, you know what? I said at the very beginning,
Hang on, I'm
this
gonna show
this
it
day
back.
has been really great or really terrible, but I'm going to redeem myself with this project. I'm not redeeming myself with this project. This is a fail. This
No,
is a
it's
fail.
not. It is not.
This is
No,
a fail.
It is not.
But it's
Becca.
okay. It's okay. Because sometimes we have these issues.
Yes.
It cut in spots. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm just going to throw that away. Pretend like it didn't happen. And maybe just cut a word.
A word is
A word.
great, Becca. Cards.
Cherished memories.
Cards. Cherished memory sounds great to me. Sounds perfect. Love it.
It's
Love it.
okay.
All
These
you
things
coffee haters, honestly, it's really crazy to me. I think I've just grown up with a mother who's a 2 cups every morning type of gal. When you don't grow up around it, it's odd. Like my mother-in-law, she never drinks coffee. She drinks it once in a blue moon, and she drinks instant coffee. I've never had instant coffee.
My dad always drank instant coffee growing up.
But it's crazy to me that she doesn't like get up and the first thing she does in the morning is
Drink
make a cup of coffee because that's all I know from my mom.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get coffee haters. I get it. Heather said she quit coffee, sugar, and all sweets in February. Heather, can I ask you something? What brings you happiness?
Me too, but I started it right back up like 2 days later.
Well, what makes you happy?
Kudos to you. Honestly, I'm very proud
for
of you for
sure.
being able to do
No,
that.
that's exceptional.
Really quickly, let me talk to you about what I did here, why this didn't work out. When I put this in here, I don't know if you can see or not, but I can fit my entire fingernail under here because there's space in between the top of the clamp and the bottom of the housing. It does not need to have space. It needs to be completely flush. And because that space is there, it didn't cut deep enough.
Yes, that's also
totally my fault.
That's also an exceptional thing to note if you happen to be a beginner and you're wondering why your projects aren't cutting properly.
Yes.
It's because, well, there's actually several reasons why. But if you're
Start
new
there.
and your machine is new, then usually it's not your machine or your blade sharpness. I would check the housing for sure.
Yes. So this is great. This is just fantastic. Now I have a red flashing button.
Where at? Oh, geez.
It's okay. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Is there a dumpster fire thing that you
there?
can put behind me? Like a
Have
graphic?
you made one? Yeah. You want me to pop one up? I'm a graphic designer. I can design one really quick.
Well, I have a dumpster fire that does, it's a cut file for Oak and Land that says, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. That would be perfect for right now. Okay.
Rocky Top Arts. She said, I tried to quit coffee. That was the worst 5 minutes of my life. I don't have to have it to function like I feel like some people do. Now I have to have caffeine. I'll get a wicked caffeine headache, which is really bad, but I will. So I have to have like a Coke or something with caffeine. Doesn't necessarily have to be coffee. Plus, if you guys didn't know, my first 4 teeth are bonded. You can look up what that means. It's like a temporary veneer, and they will stain, but my other teeth will stain but lift with whitening. So I whiten my teeth, but my first 4 will not whiten. So they just
You have to be careful.
So my first 4 teeth just keep getting browner, and the rest of them are like a good white color, and I'm like, this is horrible.
Coffee.
So coffee doesn't help. No, it does not.
Well, you drink yours with a straw, so that helps a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. Not my hot coffee, but my iced coffee I do drink with a straw. Hot coffee with a straw would be hilarious.
My mother drinks hot coffee with a straw.
Jan.
A stir stick straw.
Jan.
Or she used to. Is she here?
She's here.
Mom, do you
Jan.
still drink hot coffee
Let us
with
know.
a stir stick straw?
Let us know. Rachel, has the formula shortage affected you? Belle, thank you for asking.
I haven't
It
even
has
asked you
not,
that.
Which is great. The formula that Charlie drinks is thankfully on the shelves everywhere. It's a very, very basic formula. It's Similac Advanced, just very basic.
I'm going to scream.
But I do feel for the mamas and daddies who run and just to the grocery store and cannot find their formula for their babies. Honestly, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
I'm really, really heartbroken about that.
Now
How are you
we're-
feeling about this, Becca?
You know, I have no feelings. And if it's a complete wash, I really don't care. I've been here with my friends for an hour. So
true.
it's a win-win for me.
They have had a good time, I think.
This did work properly. Okay, now we just need some leather to put it on. I did grab my mini easy press. I don't know if you all noticed that or not. I'm going to be using it to transfer this over.
Becca, I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Rachel, thank you.
Doing great.
The heckling hasn't started yet. I'm waiting for it. I think they just feel really bad for me. I'm telling you, when I tell you that I've had the worst day ever, I shouldn't say worst day ever. It could definitely be worse.
But
like,
if we're, you know.
just
worst
a
day-
lot.
It's been the worst day of the week and it's only Monday. So.
I got the gurgle bellies this morning because I was so torn up about some stuff.
Yes.
And then I had this issue with my insurance, my medical insurance. I called in a prescription refill for metformin, which controls my insulin. And they messaged and said that I couldn't get it yet because my insurance wouldn't pay for it until June 8th. And I'm like, well, I'll be vacationing. I need it before then. Oh, they just won't pay for it beforehand. And I was like, that makes zero sense because we've been able to be like, hey, we're going to be on vacation. Can we go ahead and get it for Becca's medicine? And it was fine. Well, I can put it on a discount card for you. And I was like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to pay? Even if it's discounted, why would I want to pay when my insurance will cover 100% in 8 days?
Yep.
So I had to call my insurance, and they were like, yeah, we could put like there's a vacation clause where we just push it through. Just call them back and let them know to process it. And I'm like,
well, I couldn't. Oh my gosh.
so just inconvenient things like that. And then my not fail craft fail. You know what? Just because it doesn't turn out quite like we thought, does that still make it a craft fail?
No.
I don't know, you know?
Think about life. If your life doesn't turn out how you pictured it 10 years ago, does that mean it's a fail, Becca?
That's true, Rachel. That's true.
No, it does not.
Okay, so what is the general
Consensus.
Should I continue to let this cut, or should I grab my rotary cutter?
Let's ask
you. Let me know what you want me to do.
How deep does she feel? Does it feel like it's going through?
Well, this one's a lot thicker.
That bottom one?
So this one feels like it's almost there. This one does not.
Totally up to you. Whatever you feel like you want to do. If you want to throw it on a self-healing mat and whack it up, that's fine. I believe in your ability to do that if you want to.
Do we still have that leather punch?
I don't know where it would be if we had it.
I'll look for it.
Linda, we will be gone for all of July. Ooh, Linda.
Ooh.
Where are you going if that's not too nosy? If it is, you don't have to tell me. That sounds fun, though. Whatever it is.
Did I check the blade? Yeah, it's actually fine.
So, Belle.
But that's a great thought.
It's actually a great thing.
Yeah.
You kind of can't put those in too high because the gears have to sit together and it has to detect, words are hard, the blade. So, the 5-point blade, deep cut blade, and that fabric bonded blade are the only ones you can do that with.
But that was a great thought.
Absolutely it was.
We don't have a small self-healing mat. Add that to our list. We need a small one.
I'll add it to our Amazon cart. Are you sure we don't have one?
No, I think all we have is the big one. Let me grab her.
I like the small one.
Yeah.
Is that a Fiskars? It is, isn't
Yep.
it? Okay. She's a big one.
She is a big one. Let me grab this guy here.
These are expensive.
They are expensive.
My goodness.
How much is this? What size is it?
This is a 14 by 14.
And how much is it?
$32. We'll use it forever. I guess that's justified.
I'm wondering, can I not just cut on this?
You guys have such good ideas. Miss Barbara, is the blade dull? I actually just filmed a video on how to change the blade. So she's fresh. She's fresh.
Now we have a nice mat to clean later.
Perfect.
Okay.
Anyway.
So again, if you do not have a maker with the knife blade, no worries because it doesn't actually work that well. Just kidding. It normally does. You can just use a rotary cutter. So I'm just going to place.
Becca, how do you lock the Cricut blade, the Cricut rotary cutter open? Is it broken?
Mine's broken.
Oh, I was using that the other day and I was like, am I stupid?
No, it's supposed to pull back like this.
And then stay.
And then you can lock it.
Oh.
But
It's broken.
this one's broken.
Okay.
So it's terrible. I hate this thing.
Crazy.
I need to get a new one. Actually, I really don't care because this is my preference for one anyway. Okay. We'll just cut this guy right here. Look at that. That was quick and painless.
I like that you have guidelines already.
Exactly.
That's handy.
Yeah. If you were making a bunch of these, this is definitely the way to go anyway. Now, the advantage of the maker is that it was going to cut these little guys right here. So those would have been perfect.
And the edges were more rounded than
Yeah,
squared.
yeah.
But again, these are little things.
These are going to be squared this time. Well, this one's still going to be rounded because it's part of the fail. Maybe I could like, what's the opposite of a rounded corner? Like the cut out, like the, you know what I mean? Hold on. Notched?
Oh, yeah,
Is that what it would be?
I know what you're saying.
Maybe I should notch these. I'm gonna hand notch them and see what happens.
Oh, perfect.
This could be a disaster.
Can't wait.
I'm not gonna do it. I've had such a really bad experience today.
Immediately, I'm not
gonna do it. Like I want to like notch it like this so that it's cute at least. I like a good rounded edge.
You're cracking me up.
Sorry, expectations.
No,
This is what happens
listen.
when you're a type 1 and fail live.
Listen, this is not a fail.
Punching myself all afternoon.
Don't do it. No, we're going to eat the potato truck.
Yeah, we are.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, we are.
It's going to make you feel all better.
Will it, Rachel?
Until it probably tears our stomachs up later.
Wait a minute. You're going to get the buffalo, aren't you? That's going to tear your stomach up.
I love buffalo anything.
Are you going to get the buffalo?
Yeah. But I'm going to get it with no nasty green onions.
Give them to
Ew.
me. Give them to me. Oh, I'll use my true control knife. Where'd she go? This is not how we generally love to do things. But you know what? You know what this video was about? It was about HTV on leather.
Yes, it was.
And
Becca.
we're going to get HTV on this leather.
Yes, we are.
Even if I have to tape it on.
Until we don't get HTV on this leather, this project is not a fail.
Correct.
This is not how to cut leather with your Cricut. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I am glad you did not do that.
This is how to put HTV on leather.
Oh, wow. How many people are here with us? Probably like 700.
It says, where are we at? Where are we? Hang on. Oh, 92.
Oh, may as well be 700.
Sorry. May as well be.
So of you 92 viewers, are all of you subscribers? Let me know.
You better be. I'm not going to ask.
And by
I'm gonna
subscribers,
say,
I mean YouTube subscribers, not like membership subscribers.
You better have that button clicked.
Yeah.
Please.
You do that. Do that for us. We really want to hit 10,000 pretty soon. That's our our second goal. Our first goal was to get 4,000 so we could be monetized.
Do you know what I think would be nice? I think Becca would love it for her birthday if by her birthday we could have 10,000 YouTube subscribers.
Well, I think that would be amazing.
I think that would be an exceptional birthday gift.
I think if we did that by June 28th, I might give away something huge.
Well, you hear it here, folks.
Yeah.
That means tell your friends. Oh, that is thicker. I can tell just by looking at it.
It's a lot thicker, but I wanted it to be thicker because I thought like the extra thickness would be really sturdy and
100%,
nice.
100%.
But it cuts really well with this too. Look at that. That is just lovely.
Beautiful. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, let's do that for Becca's birthday. Let's get 10K. Well, it's Anna's birthday. I keep saying Becca's
But
birthday.
only do it for Becca's birthday.
Yeah, we're not going to do it for Anna's birthday, which happens to be the exact same day because they're twins, but we're not going to talk about that. It's going to be just for Becca's birthday. For your favorite crafting twins' birthday.
Yep. Yep. Look how much shorter. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
See, this one almost cut through on the holes here, but it didn't quite.
Rach, do you like Rocky Mountain oysters?
It's a Rocky Mountain oyster.
What's a Rocky Mountain oyster? Wait, whoa. I know what a Rocky Mountain oyster is.
What?
Oh, no.
We live in the Smoky
Oh,
Mountains.
no. I knew it. I'm not saying that on the live. It's not It's not at all an oyster.
Oh.
It's not an oyster.
Is this a thing, or am I the only one who doesn't know what this is?
I knew what it was. I had to read it a couple times, or else I wouldn't have even read the comment out loud. Bell. Yeah, Kat said you don't want to know. No, I'm not eating no Rocky Mountain oysters.
She got you.
She got me.
She got you.
They are. It's a part of a bowl. Yeah.
Oh.
Why do they call them that? Why?
Why would you eat that? You know what? It's gonna go right here. Right here.
A paper hole punch? I don't think a paper hole punch would go through that leather.
Paper will not, no, but there are leather punches which are very similar to paper, but the difference is that the leather punch has a hard, flat metal surface that the punch goes to, and it makes it work better. Cherished memories. This is a cherished memory, I tell you. This whole
Is it really,
hour.
Becca? Or do you want to go home and forget this ever happened?
Make it a cherished memory for me, friends. You want to know what's really funny? I put all this out and did it preheat and just turned off because I took so long, or did I just never preheat it?
So we have a question. Anyways, do you need to use a Teflon sheet for this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Should I?
Listen, it's
Maybe I should.
totally up to you.
I'm going to do it without, just so I can answer that question for you. When I do faux leather, I do not use a Teflon sheet. Okay. So I think it would be fine. I'm trying to remember. I've done leather earrings with HTV too. What?
Nothing.
Are they still on this Rocky Mountain oyster
Read
kit?
Rocky Top Hearts' comment, Becca. Not out loud. Just to yourself. We'll get demonetized or something.
Or were they like trophies? Like, why?
You eat them. That's what
why?
That's what a Rocky Mountain oyster is. I don't know if they're cooked or fried or what, but
Would it
not
matter?
doing that. Would it matter? No, it would not matter.
I'm gonna raw oyster. Rocky Mountain.
Ooh.
I'm preheating my Easy Press to the second temperature setting, which is somewhere between 320 and 350.
Oh, Becca has used that, April. We Are Memory Keepers Cinch. It's a bookmaker. You've used it. Do you like it?
I do love it personally. Yes, I love it a lot.
I couldn't read the word cinch. It took me a while. I was like,
It's
what is
spelled
that
weird.
word?
Yeah, it's spelled weird. I do love it. I did some bindings, and they have some really cute colors of the bindings. They have metal. Well, I think they're all metal, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
And you can easily make them shorter too, just by grabbing some like needle nose pliers with the wire cutter part, or wire cutters. They're really cute.
Love it.
But here's my problem. If you're not going to be binding a lot of books, that machine is pretty big, and it's pretty pricey to just buy to do like $2 or something, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what would be cool is to have like a library, but with craft supplies. So like I could rent out the Cinch Keeper or whatever.
Oh, for things like that.
Yeah, because I don't want to buy it, but I want to use it. You know what I mean?
Well, Becca, if no one buys the membership, and we just that would be a good plan B.
Yeah, we can rent out our.
We'll be a craft rental company.
We now have 6 Lynn Lilies that we can rent out.
Yeah, see, look, we're doing great. We're ready.
Speaking of Lynn Lilies, ours came in yesterday, day before yesterday,
Sweet.
whatever day. So if the two, Jennifer and who was the other one who won the other one? I have your emails, so I know. Lorraine?
Do you want me to help you? Or you're
Sure.
going to keep guessing?
Yeah.
It's Teresa.
Lorraine, Teresa. I did
Potato,
get your email.
potato.
I'm joking. Anyway, I'll be shipping those out this week for you all, so that's super exciting. And then I have 2 more that I'm taking to the Camp with the Flock event to give away. So that's exciting. Look at this.
Oh, that was easy.
Look at this.
Oh, she cute.
She is easy. Look, can you see the color that transferred on this?
I can.
So because leathers are tanned, and depending on how they're tanned, some of them absorb color better than others, and so some of the color did come off here. So, I mean, you can't see you can't see.
Right.
But I wondered if you could. Okay, so Somewhere I have a card. Where did I put my boxes of cards? Oh, I already made some. I'll do these that I've already made.
Look at you thinking ahead.
Look at this. So what I would do personally is print and cut out another one of these, so out of cardstock. And then you would use this as a template to cut or to place your holes. I am somewhere we have a hole punch. Where? Oh, here it is. I'm just going to kind of put this through like this.
Ooh, that's smart.
Yeah. And eye it this way. And then we'll punch this hole in here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use this one because it's a lot thinner.
Oh. Now we're thinking.
Yeah.
Now we're thinking.
We'll punch our hole right in here. Do this one as well.
It's a fancy hole punch.
I do like this hole punch. And then we'll do the same to this one. My kids are telling each other to turn things down.
Yeah,
it's
that's
hysterical.
Good.
Oh. It's hard to see through this. The one thing I don't like about this is it's hard to see when you have thicker materials where it's going in.
Where it's, yeah. Thinner.
So we'll do this instead. Grab a pen and mark it. This one as well. Are they quiet today?
Cards. Look at that.
Yeah, I made all of these in one live. Or one was a... Rach, that video you did that posted this weekend about writing in the card, that went well.
I know.
It went really well.
It's just because it's me. They all come to see me.
No, I mean, I do notice that we get more comments on your videos. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I found
Would
you.
stop? Stop it, Becca. Stop.
Like, yeah. They're so glad they found Rachel.
Lord. I'm very glad that we were able to give you guys that kind of training.
Yes.
And someone asked Linda where we got that hole punch.
Hobby Lobby, but you can get them on Amazon too. It's called a deep throat hole punch. Go ahead and say your comments, Stacy. I know she's gonna say something.
That's exactly what it's called, though.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
I'm going to link one for you guys.
That's so sweet, Rach.
Well, you know, we get a kickback if they click the link. So you really, is it sweet?
Yeah, that's true.
It, you know.
That's true.
Okay, here you go. Hole punch. There you go.
Ribbon. I have this adorable ribbon that was actually on my, what's it called? Pegboard?
Pegboard, yep.
Yeah. So I'm a pegboard. So I took it off. Just cut a piece here. You want to make it long enough so that it has a pretty bow. And also, the thicker that you get it, the longer you need it to be. Like the thicker that your stack of cards gets, the longer you need it to be. I like.
That's a good point. So you want it pretty long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like to cut it into a point like this so that I can, especially for wider ribbons like this, so that I can easily weave it up here. Do this one as well. Then we're going to do all our cards. What did you all do for Memorial Day? I wasn't even here yesterday. Did they already tell you what they did?
If they did, I wasn't able to see it very well when I was in design space.
Yeah. What did you do?
And my husband is not nearly as good at Becca as Becca at reading comments for me, really.
But apparently he has a really nice voice.
Oh yes, I hear. Yeah, they always say that. Becca, since we joked about them watching videos of me, everyone's saying nice things about you.
You all are so amazing.
You know we have to pull each other's legs.
Yes,
all the
we
time.
do.
Our friend said, I found you, Becca. I found one of your videos and decided to become She said, you all have gifts to share. And listen.
You have made my day.
Listen.
I only
And
needed
then
one. I only
Stacy,
needed one.
Because you said it was a deep throat hole punch, Stacy said, since you've been having a bad day, I'll keep my mouth shut. Thanks, Stacy.
Thanks, Stacy.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
And Carly, don't think I haven't noticed you've changed your YouTube handle and everything.
What is it now?
Major Designs.
Oh.
Cricut with Carly.
Adorable.
But I know that is you. She's talking about the live yesterday, and she said, "Oh, Becca was there for a second, but only for Charlie."
I was actually here for
a
good solid 10 minutes, and my kids were in the car with their husband, with their dad.
James is the one who said, "I think Wayne's in the car." I said, "The whole family's probably in the car."
Whole family.
She's probably like, "Stay here, kids, and Wayne. I'll be right back."
It's like, I'll be really quick. And then I saw the baby, and I just could not be quick. Okay. Look, we have HTV on leather.
That is really cute, Becca.
Right? This would
Project Fail Who? This is adorable.
Yes. Thank you. I would probably do a double-sided ribbon instead of this.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. Although, you can work it out. I just worked it out there. Adorbs.
I love it. I love it.
Cherished memories. Right here.
Right here.
Right here. And the cool thing about this is you actually don't have to take it out of this book to look at them. You can. It still allows you to open them, which is neat.
Yeah.
Love it. Now, if you were doing...
Guys, we totally have time. Do you want her to make another one?
Would you like me to make you one on the Glowforge?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take no time at all.
You let me know. Who have we got here? Let's see here.
We've still got all of our amazing friends here.
We made a trip to Yerba. Is it California? Yerba, California? Sometimes I think CA is Canada.
Oh.
I'm going to go with California. To look at some property for sale. Did you like the property, April?
And then someone said, where was it? Maybe it was, Audrey, we went to the pool as a family. That sounds nice.
Oh, that does sound nice. You could put small rings on it to keep more. You could, absolutely. Yeah. We have those, the little gold rings that we got for the recipe book.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That would be cute on those as well. Yeah.
Elizabeth, Liz, hello. She says, I feel like I haven't been present as much. Hello, everyone. I still love you all.
Hi.
We love you, Liz. Thanks for being here. We hope you're doing well. Sure.
What does the membership offer? Barbara, that's a great question. Fantastic question. So our membership gives you access to our entire cut file library, which we are a small company. We've been open for 6 months now. So we have about 500 cut files in our library, which I'm personally really proud of because I made them all. So it was a lot of work. Anyway, we add to them every single week. And until our library is bigger. Once it's bigger, I'll probably only do like every other week or something like that. We'll play with that and let you know. But new content all the time there. We do have member-only content. We have access to our private Facebook group, which is my favorite part of the membership. The community there is amazing. But we also are developing courses for you all. So we are going to be, we actually have finished filming. We are putting the final touches on it. And I would say by the end of summer, it will be available. We haven't come up with a title yet, so give us a great title.
Yeah.
Like it's Learning Cricut with the Flock or something like that.
It's a great
which is a beginner Cricut course.
Yeah. So something to offer for those of you who aren't very familiar with your Cricuts.
Yes.
And we'll have a lot of different education coming up for a lot of different things because, again, one of the great things about Oak and Lamb is we are not just a Cricut company. Yes. We have a lot of training on laser cutters and sublimation and woodworking and sewing and things like that. So we hope to kind of expand our crafting knowledge and help you guys become confident in a lot of different areas. But the first one we wanted to get at was a really great beginner Cricut course.
Very important to have that, yeah. And so while that one is it will be completely free and included with all membership tiers, and we'll have others that are as well. We'll have some courses that we develop and send out, like our Illustrator course, which was how to create cut files, that will not be completely free. There will be bits and pieces of it that are free to members, and then we'll have obviously a huge special discount for actual members. So lots of benefits right there. We're constantly changing things, adding things, because we are newer, and we basically just want to hear from you all, hear what you want in a membership, and if it makes sense and we can make it happen and we think it's a fantastic idea, we are basically game for about anything. So what I can offer you and promise you is cut files, fun crafting, and a great community. I noticed some quilt cut files. Yes, Miss Linda, we just added those. Actually, let's go to the website really quickly. And let's look at the new cut files that released on Monday, because did you do them yesterday?
I showed some of them.
Oh, you already showed them. Okay,
but
never
hey,
mind.
show them again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you do it from the website or did you do it from
Website?
Okay. Let's see.
I didn't break down like the little, I was just kind of showing quickly. I didn't be like, here's this one, here's that one.
Here are the ones that launched just this Monday, but I'm really excited. We have some birthday ones coming up because we had a request for birthday ones, which I love the idea of. And then this other thing, we have some friends who are from like the UK and places where mom is mum, and they reached out and said, hey, can we get some mom files? I'm like, oh, I love that. So I'm trying to start to incorporate those. If I do a mom file, then I also do a mom one. But Dance Mom, Dance Dad, we did a whole couple series of sports files. And dance was one of the ones that I didn't get to fit in at that point. So I knew I wanted to bring that in. But we have a quilt pattern, this fun charcuterie. This was sort of a hodgepodge.
That cake is like...
Isn't that adorable?
So cute. The candles are different. Oh, I just love it.
Yeah.
So many different patterns.
This Dance, which kind of reminds me of the sign with the special bulbs. What are they called? A neon sign. Good grief.
With the special bulbs, I was like,
well, they are.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, neon bulbs. Anyway, the repeating quilt pattern, which this one's really fun. It is a PNG, but we also have this pattern, which is it's an SVG. So you could cut this out of material if you wanted to. You can also cut this out of wood and paint it and make some really amazing projects.
Those are pretty hot right now too.
This is one that we're going to be doing as alive. Anna's going to do it as alive.
Yeah.
This cute dinosaur file, llama file, and actually, I took the dinosaur llama cake and there's a unicorn somewhere. Unicorn, and created some fun designs that will be coming out. So hold on, let me show you really quickly. I think I've already tested
And
them.
Laura says, Becca, how is Anna?
She is good. She is itching to be here full time. And I don't blame her. It's such a fun place to be.
It is the best place to be.
So one that's coming out for next week's birthday collection is this fun little lammy, which is a little bit different than this one. And then we have some birthday ones. I don't know if you can see. It says, have a dynamite birthday. Llama, show you how to party. Happy birthday. Have a magical day.
I love these.
Happy birthday here, and then birthday wishes. And then the next week, we have some Spanish birthday files coming out. So super exciting files
And
that
Penny,
are coming up.
she said, I love the plant. Whoa. She said, I love the plant stakes. What would you seal them with? Those are probably more meant for engraving, I would say. But really, you don't really have to seal them if you put...
Yeah, I cut mine out of acrylic and didn't seal them, obviously.
Yeah.
If you made them out of wood and wanted them to last, then I would just do like a Varathane outdoor sealer type something. Yeah. MDF you could do for probably one season. I think that once it was in the wet soil for a long time, then it wouldn't do as well, but they're so easy to cut too that you can easily recut them. Any other questions?
And everyone loves llamas. That's all I'm getting right now is that everyone loves llamas, which I can't blame them. Llamas are adorable.
Griselle says, love the Spanish cut files. She helped me with these Spanish cut files because I tried to do them. I know a little bit of Spanish, but not a ton. And so I was like, can you please look over these? And she laughed. She was like, there are a couple of errors, but they weren't terrible.
Listen, I was telling Becca, to not have it as your first or second or third language or anything like that, I think Becca kicked butt on those, you know? Small errors, that's great.
But anyway, thank you, Griselle, for helping with those. You are a peach.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Um,
But we do have a lot of really great cut files. And again, $10 off your first month with us here using code FUN, F-U-N at checkout, which makes your very first month $9.99, which is probably cheaper than the lunch you're eating today. And again, you get access to all of our cut files. You get plugged into that amazing community. And you get to enjoy your time with us here.
Can you add mug and tumbler cut files? Elizabeth, go to the private Facebook group and post that on the cut file request page. I love that idea. I want to remember that idea, so if you'll post it there, then I can definitely remember that. I always reference that when I'm looking for ideas. I do want to do those, absolutely. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to make an acrylic keychain out of Lammy. Elisa, that will be adorable. Kudos to making cut files in other languages. I've never seen that. Audrey, we wanted to do that. That was when we were dreaming up what Oak and Lamb would look like. That was one thing that we knew we wanted to do. On that same note, our like beginner Cricut course and other courses like that will eventually be translated into Spanish for you all as well. So that's super exciting. We want to reach as many crafters as possible. So, and I haven't found that resource to be available. I mean, I'm sure there is a resource, but we just definitely wanted to tap into that for you all. I love the colorful lamb. Thank you. Anyway, this was a bit of a. If this is your first live, I'm sorry. This is your first live with us.
No.
Please watch tomorrow. Rachel will be here. She'll be perfect.
No. Tomorrow's live is going to be fun, though.
It is.
It's going to be a haul video from the Dollar Tree. So it might be quicker than an hour, of course, because we're going over products, letting you guys know what you can find at your local Dollar Tree. I'm going to let you know, I'm going to try and steer clear of seasonal items so that you guys watching the live tomorrow a year from now can find things, you know, that are there every day instead of seasonal. So it's going to be fun, though. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah. And that's at 10:30 tomorrow?
It is, yes,
Fingers
ma'am.
crossed that we don't have to change it. I'm so sorry for having to change last minute today. You guys were troopers for sticking with us for that.
Listen, summers are crazy. Yeah. Summers are crazy.
Anyway, thank you all for being here with us, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10:30.